There was also a really beautiful ceremony this morning in Annapolis, and for that we're going to go to Caroline Forbach, who is live, I believe, in Dundalk. And Caroline, you have more on the way that the first responders, the victims, and everyone who has suffered because of the loss of this Key Bridge, the way that they were honored and pulled together today. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, Denise, and many of the leaders who spoke at the ceremony this morning, including Governor Wes Moore, recalled the moment that they got that phone call that the Key Bridge collapsed. They remembered rushing to the Key Bridge early that morning to confront one of the most significant disasters our state has ever seen. And this morning, they stood together in remembrance of that fateful day.
What happened on March 26, 2024 is and will always be a tragedy beyond words.
At a solemn ceremony held near the Patapsco River, Governor Wes Moore, Mayor Brandon Scott, and other state and local leaders paid tribute to the 6 lives lost in the disaster, acknowledging the grief their families still carry.
There is little that I can say to truly be the balm for the pain that you feel.
Mayor Scott recalled the moment he got the call from Baltimore City Fire Chief James Wallace, who told him the bridge collapsed and his team was responding.
And we both knew at that very moment that our city and our state will be waking up to a very different reality than when the sun set a few hours before.
The event also recognized the heroism of the first responders who worked tirelessly in the hours and the days after the collapse, and the way local, state, and federal leaders, as well as the entire community, stepped up on one of Maryland's darkest days.
The strength, resilience, and that Baltimore grit that we showed the world in that moment.
While the city continues to heal, a safer, stronger bridge is on the horizon. Leaders say the reconstruction is a symbol of Baltimore's strength and determination.
Now, in the shadow of that same harbor, Maryland's first cable-stayed bridge will rise.
And as the city moves forward, the leaders at the ceremony today, they promise that they will continue supporting those families who were impacted by this tragedy. Rick?
And Caroline, that is great to hear. Never want to forget about these families and the pain that they continue to endure and arguably will never shake trying to overcome this tragedy. Caroline Forbach, again, thank you.